Welcome to another match reaction. I try to always do these match reactions not in a way that it is heated. I try to always bring a very that's why I made this channel for a very logical viewpoint on Arsenal and from a young fan, not a fan that has been through the glory days, a fan that has actually been through the days of more suffering than success, if I may say so myself. And I always try to get a lot of perspective on results, whether it's ours, whether it's rivals. I try to, dig deep. I watch every single match. I watch football a lot. I watch it close to the screen. I see every movement, every pass. I follow the game because it's my passion. I love it. If I'm not doing anything, I probably would have been a footballer, but circumstances and what have you. And I look at the past few match weeks. We played well. Bournemouth, we played well. Hard away ground, energy zapping, we played well. Declan Rice, good performance. Aston Villa, we battered them. I did a reaction for that. Now, this match against Liverpool, after what happened with Manchester City and Aston Villa day before, that was Wednesday, the fact that they drew, I think it was a very, very good opportunity for us to go 8 points clear at top of the table with 18 matches to go. And would I have seen us losing 3 games in 18 matches? I wouldn't think so. But then again, football. But now we missed the opportunity and we drew to Liverpool 0-0. And that match was one of the so disappointed. But I have a lot to say. And that match showed us the reason why it brought us back down to earth. As much as I hate to say it, it brought us back down to it, and it shows us why we have not won anything. Not only in terms of Arteta and the players or the club in general, but also as a fan base. Because believe it or not, whether you like it or not, it has an effect. Whether you like it or not, fans have an effect on the club. Whether you're United, whether you're Chelsea, whether you're Liverpool, everything that is happening, you are there. Don't try to think you're not. Don't try to think the players aren't human beings or the manager isn't a human being. They are. They are just like us. If they're probably not playing, they probably be fans of the club or a different club. They are humans. You think that you just see them once a week because they spawn once a week on a football pitch. No, that's where people get it wrong. And today I'm just going to try to take a very. I didn't do my reaction last night because I didn't want it to be very reactionary. I didn't want it to be very emotional. So I've gone through a lot of things. I've gone through so many reaction videos, so many posts on X, so many posts on Instagram, so many posts on TikTok. I've gone through a lot of socials to try to see what the general consensus from Arsenal fans is. And my general consensus is when it comes to football, I think we are one of the worst fan bases. I don't think I should say that, but what I mean is that we're one of the best. Don't get me wrong. As a fan base in general, with football included, when we're talking about culture, community, being through a lot, being together, we're one of the best fan bases. That's why I like Arsenal so much, because of the Arsenal community. I always like the way, but when it comes to emotions and logic and separating what we want to believe versus what the actual truth is, we're very bad at it as a fan base based on what I've seen on X. And I think I don't think any fan can argue with me based on the fact that we're literally having a civil war on strikers and this and that. And I'm going to get into all that. I'm going to get into the revisionism of Arsenal fans. I'm going to get into every single thing. I think this video is going to be very fucking long, but I'm going to break it down into shorts. I might post some shorts and edit the video down. And I have 0 time, so this might be the one of the last reactions I do, maybe in a couple of matches, because then we have like 4 away games. So I think after this video I'm going to do, because I have a lot to do in the space of those 4 away games. So after Nottingham Forest away, because I think we have Portsmouth, then Chelsea, then Forest, then Inter Milan. So after Inter Milan I will do a video. But yeah, where do we start? That match was good. I think from the first 25 minutes, I think I knew what was going to happen in this match. And I've seen a lot of discourse, whether it's on Arteta or the players. And I feel we can share it both ways. I think we can share it both ways, because as a football player, I think sometimes you have to take some things into your own hands. I think sometimes going against the manager is not a good thing, but I think sometimes when you sense an opportunity, I think you need to go for it. And I think that's where we have the captaincy issue. Like, what would a real captain do? What should the captain do? What should the captain not do? I think we have that discourse a lot. But that's where it comes into, because I feel when I watched the first 20 minutes of that match, what I saw was just an eagerness to not lose, more than an eager. They wanted to win it. I'm not going to say Ateta told them not to go and play the game, but I saw some things that I'm like, why are you like Liverpool had nothing. Look, if a team is not going to score, they are not going to beat you. And that is one of the best situations that could have come Arsenal's way. Especially because they had zero, no Ekitike, no Isak. In the second half, as good as they were, in the whole match, for the first time in 600 matches, a span lasting to 2010, they didn't have a single shot on target in a game of football. Liverpool. Talking about Liverpool, we did that. That is one of the best situations you could be in. No lie, no cap. That is one of the best situations you could be in. A team that has zero potency up front, with the defense as solid as yours, that can battle counters, with players as fast like Pierre and Capier. Going forward, you should not be risk averse. If it's a Man City with Erling Haaland, I will understand. If it was the Liverpool that we played in August, I will understand. At Anfield, I will understand. But this, I just can't wrap my head around it. So for that, I blame Arteta. And then I also blame the players. Because I think sometimes the manager will be the manager. The manager will say, okay, do this is what you should do. But he's not playing. And I know that we like to respect managers a lot, but he's literally not on the pitch. He cannot sense what you are sensing as a player. Even though he's a former player. But he cannot sense what you are sensing. And that's just the fact. He cannot sense that, oh, these guys, the space is open. You see it. Declan Rice sees it. Martin Odegaard will see it. But when you try to conform too much with these instructions, when I saw Liverpool start passing the ball around like they were, I knew that it's going to be a draw. I didn't know they were never going to score. I don't want to hear anything about we should have lost that game. It's a lie. They had zero potency up front. That is more reason why I am pissed. Because you are playing so risk averse. 0 balls in behind. 0 through passes. 0. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Come on. Let's be honest. So for that, I blame Arteta and the players. Arteta more because I see some of the instructions. I think when you look at the pressing is not a thing that a player says that they want to do, or is based on what the manager instructions are. Sometimes the manager will tell you to. I don't think I've ever seen a team go against the grain in terms of press intensity and this, because it's a very, 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 very crucial part of football. So I think you rely as a good player. But when I saw that, I knew that is Arteta's instruction. When I see Odegaard that is very good at pressing normally, because I think back to Manchester City 5-1 victory, that first goal that opened up the whole game is from Odegaard's press. You get what I mean? So when I see them sit back and I see you are never going to win a game, for people that are so impotent like Liverpool yesterday. So for that, I blame Arteta and the player. And also, maybe I also give the player some leeway, because I think it's a very tiring run of games. You play Aston Villa, very demanding game. Then next you go to Bournemouth, a tight stadium. They are always going to put you under pressure. You do well, you exert all your energy, you go down, come back to win, and defend for a while as well. But that's football. You get a bit tired, maybe not physically, but sometimes mentally tired. You just need a break. And I think these four away games is very, very good for, because you look at the game on Sunday versus Portsmouth, you can get some rotation, and even same against Chelsea, and sometimes even against Inter, you can take a bit of rest, because more or less we have qualified for the round of 16 straight, not through the playoffs. And And it was so annoying to watch yesterday because we're just so predictable. Like in my mind, I was in front of the television, I was watching this match, and I was like, yeah, Saliba is going to pass to Gabriel now. And he did. I looked at Zubimendi. See Gyökeres making. I saw one mad run from Gyökeres. Konate was here, Van Dijk was here, and Gyökeres was in the middle. It was so wide that if Zubimendi had a straight line to pass that ball. I don't know. I might put the picture up. I don't know if I will in the edit. There was a straight line that Zubimendi could have, with a player of Zubimendi's quality, he could have threaded that ball in behind. Whether Gyökeres latches on it or not, different. There's another conversation, but we don't even get to have that conversation because that didn't happen. In my mind, I saw that ball. I was like, oh my God, many passes to Gyökeres. I was watching the FTV watch along. I was watching the watch along. Like, everybody was shouting, he's made the run. Why can't you not see it? It's a lie, they can see it. But you just don't want to, because what are the odds? You rather play the odds. You rather play the percentage of, what if he doesn't get it? What if Van Dijk gets a header? What if Van Dijk gets a header? You defend this football. You play that ball 10 times. At least once he's going to get through to him. At least twice he's going to score. So predictable. So goddamn fucking predictable. It's too predictable. I cannot be watching slow goddamn football. We do not play through the middle. We play through the wings every single time. We know what's going to happen. Timber to Saka. Either Saka cuts back, either Saka runs to the touchline. They know what's going to fucking happen. Go to Trossard. Either Trossard cuts inside or he does couple Ronaldo chops, elasticals, and all of a sudden he's crossing the ball in. Or he passes to Declan Rice, or he passes to Gabriel at the edge of the box, or he passes to Odegaard at the edge of the box. We never say, let's run through the ball, let's run through the middle and try and make a pass. Except the game opens up and we get a chance to do that. It's too predictable. In substitutions, it's too predictable. You can't be making subs like Martinelli for Trossard. You can't make Saka for Madueke. You can make the subs, you can bring on the players, but you cannot be doing like for like subs every single time. The only time you can do a like for like sub is when you can say a player is physically tired. I had zero sign that Saka was physically tired. He was rested against Bournemouth. I had zero sign that Trossard was physically tired. Was rested against Bournemouth, because the only reason I can say you bring Trossard off because he has a yellow card. And he has a history of getting second yellows. Think to Man City last 2 years. Give me a reason why you are bringing off Gyökeres. And later, some fans will come on and say, Jesus scored, Gyökeres didn't score. Obviously, he's going to score because the game has opened up. It is football. This is football. I saw a tweet yesterday on X or fucking Twitter. I don't even know what you guys call it again. I saw a tweet. And it just showed me what I need to know about fans. I know this is the first topic. I saw a tweet. This person was being sarcastic. And if you watch the match, you saw that when Madueke came on, took on Kekes, put the ball straight through the box. And the ball was there. And I saw a tweet. And the tweet said, I might put that tweet up as well. The tweet said, why didn't Gyökeres latch onto this? And I saw a fan with Arsenal on his profile picture saying that, that's why Gyökeres is shit. But at that point, Gyökeres wasn't even on the pitch. That sums up the fans. They didn't even watch the match. Because at that point, you would have known that Gyökeres was even on the pitch. And at that point, you know that Jesus was probably at the halfway line or some shit like that. The revisionism on players. If I was Arteta, do you know how I've done? If I was Arteta, the equation is fucking simple. Why do I need to take off Saka when he has had a good game in the first half? Why do I need to take off? Why can't it be imaginative, be creative? I can't remember the Newcastle man. I was watching a documentary day before yesterday, and I saw one Newcastle managers in the 90s or early 2000s. David James, I think we all know David James, legendary goalkeeper, Premier League, Barclays man. The guy took off his goalkeeper for an outfield player, and he took off an outfield player for another goalkeeper, and he told David James, a 6-something goalkeeper, to go up front and cause chaos. Creativity. They won a penalty that almost sent them to the Champions League. If not that, what was the name of the guy that missed it? I can't remember. A very good striker missed the penalty. Or because of the ruckus that David James caused, because the imagination was there. Why don't switch to a 4-4-2? Huh? Why not switch to a 4-4-2? Take off Odegaard, bring on fucking Matt, bring on Matt, let him play off front, bring on Jesus, let him play off front with Gyökeres. Switch the formation to Skelly, Gabriel Saliba, Timber, Saka on left, Zumendi, Rice, and Madueke. Play Saka on the left. After all, he was a left back. Play him on the left. You know he can do it. Try, be imaginative. What do you know what he can do? Be imaginative. Be creative. That is the small matches that you need to play. Those are the small matches that you need to play. Because at the end of the day, is either you get to 8 points clear or you remain 5 points clear. So why don't you play those percentages instead of this useless risk-averse percentage you play? No manager has ever won the... Now, I'm a big advocate of Arteta. I love Arteta. I know what he has done for the club. And I'm also a big advocate of winning your way. When it comes to Formula 1, I look at Lando Norris. Why do I like Lando Norris? It's not like Max Verstappen. People always come up with this theory of, oh, you have to be like Max Verstappen to win the championship. But he showed he can win it in his own way, without being violent, without being lashing out with anger sometimes. I'm all for winning things your way. Win it the Arteta way, Arteta, but win it. I'll be the number one fan if you win like that. But there are some things that are in football that have never been done. You can try to do it, but this is a team that has not won in 20 years. You need to go back to basics, Arteta. You do need to go out to basics. You need to go back to basics. I'm not lashing out that our players are more at fault than Arteta is in this game, but this is also on the manager because he's a manager. You have to take something. You have to play the margins. You cannot play away from the margins because the margins will get larger on you. Now that I have not gone 8 points clear, you can still win. We can still win the league. Arsenal is still going to win the league. I'm going to say that Arsenal is still going to win the league. But now you're making it hard for yourself because instead of playing the margins so that the margins get smaller, you run away from the margins get bigger. 6 points. Less margin for error now. It's simple. A plus B equals to C. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. You cannot now say that, but if I add 1, it might give me 2. But I don't really want to get 2. So let me add like half. Then I'll now add half later. You don't get what I mean? You cannot be playing that way. Go to a 4-4-2. God damn it, go to a 3-5-2, 3-5-1. If you want, play 2 at the back. Go and get the win. Because at the end of the day, honestly, man, it was such a... That game was... I don't even know what to say about it. Pissed me off. But for the fans, I even have something. I'm going to crash out on the fans. I didn't want to crash out, but Arsenal fans, the reason why rival fans laugh at us, and the also reason why they envy us as much as they laugh at us, we're very good as a community. We love each other as a community. I won't lie to you. Very, very decent community. I don't think I would rather be part of any football community than Arsenal. But do you know something? There are some fans that don't watch these games. They come on Twitter and cause a discourse. Another thing I've noticed from Arsenal fans, we do not support our fucking players. I don't care if they are good or bad, man. I do not care if one is a flop or one isn't a flop. For crying out loud. Does this have to be a discourse? I'm not saying back a player. I'm not saying you must support him either way. I'm good to say as much as I love Gyökeres, and I still think that it's not Gyökeres' fault. I still love him as a player. Doesn't mean I'm going to defend. He was shit yesterday. But then again, I say he was shit. What did he get? I say he was shit. What did he get? Everybody was shit, but what did he get? Let's be honest. As much as I would dump on players, Luis Kelly fucking ran past. But that doesn't mean I will stop supporting him. That doesn't mean I'll come online and start chatting shit about him. He's still my fucking player. What I will say is he needs more game time. He needs more game time. I look at Gyökeres and I'm like, okay, I'm shitting on Gyökeres. He had 7 touches. 7 of those touches, 1 was from kickoff. And 1 was, and I'm sure the rest were backboard passes, pass the ball to pass back. No single ball in behind for him. And you come and expect me to come and I've not seen Gyökeres run through one-on-one with the keeper. I've not even seen him in a fucking open goal. Fuck it. I want me to come and say that, oh, it's the reason for this and that. Now you're deluded, man. I'll say it. He didn't play good yesterday, but the team didn't play good yesterday as well. So this stupid thing that we fans do of not supporting our players, Lewis Kelly got skinned. He has not have game time. What do you expect? If I ask you, were you confident about Lewis Kelly coming on, and you tell me yes, I would doubt you. When I saw Lewis Kelly coming on, I was like, shit. Not because he's a bad player, but because I know he has not been up to speed. It's different from playing when you're playing in game from the start. You have felt Frimpong out. You have felt Frimpong out. You know the space. But now you're coming, you're shook. Somebody that has not had game time this season. So you're now coming online to slander him and you're saying, oh, you see how his third choice now. See why he won't start. And I saw some fans taking it as far as saying that, oh, nah, Lewis Kelly isn't getting into the England squad. You can say that with honesty. You can say that, yes. But when it comes that he's your player, you have to back him, man. You can't just pick selective players like Saka. Yes, we all love Saka. But at the end of the day, this is Arsenal Football fucking Club. It is Arsenal Football Club. I can never say my player won't make a World Cup squad because I don't care. I will back him blindly. That's the difference. I've been saying this thing over and over again. Yes, you come again with the, oh, we have not won anything in 20 years. That is more reason why you should back him. You've not won anything in 20 years. Why are you having shame? You don't, why, the shame, you can't shame the shameless. What else do we want? 21 years we have not won the fucking Premier League trophy. 6 years we have not won a trophy. You can't be having shame. You are shameless. You cannot. The fact is you cannot have shame because you are shameless. You cannot have shame because you have not won the league for 21 years. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. You cannot have shame. We cannot come here and be guiding ourselves from, I will back this club. I will say shit. I will talk about the club. I will say we're going to win the league because I have nothing else to lose. If we come second again, I have nothing else to lose. What do I have to lose? Tell me, what do I have to lose? Arsenal fans, what do we have to lose if we come second again? If we come second again, what do we have to lose? We'll go online, we'll go on next week. Saka is shit. Gyökeres is shit. Trossard is shit. Gabriel is shit. Fuck him. He's not the king of Brazil anymore. Is that what we're going to do, yeah? Because I've seen us play with Mustafi and Nick Schreiner. Fucking Debuchy. So are we going to be realistic? Arsenal fans, are we going to be realistic? Are we going to become actual fans when it comes to football side? We are very good as a community. I'm not doubting that. Very good as a community. But can we stop all these little things that we do? Our players are human beings too when they play football. Not only when they look good, like when they take pictures like models like Calafiori, or when Saliba gives an interview, or when Rice gives an interview, or when Rice sweet talks, or when Arteta sweet talks and laughs at press conferences. That's not the only time we should back a club. That's not the only time to say that, oh, I know we played bad, but I like this guy. No. That is the difference between us and other clubs. I'm not comparing. I don't like comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. I don't like comparing. But I see things in normal football. I watch football a lot. Not only Arsenal, I watch football. Football is my life. I breathe football. Ask me, oh, I'm still young. That's why I'm talking like this now. I've watched football since I was probably smart enough to understand what a television is or what colors are. Trust me. Trust me. So Arsenal fans, can we do this thing of supporting? Because whether you like it or not, these players see everything. They see everything. No word of a lie, they see everything. I'm not going to lie to you, they do. You think they are not human beings? I think we make that mistake a lot in this fan base. You think these players don't see these things? You think Gyökeres don't see this? Or you think Declan Rice won't be on his phone? They come out and say, oh, we didn't watch the match, oh, we didn't watch our rival's match, but we are focusing on his cap bullshit. They are media trained. It's media training. Arsenal fans. Revisionism. Stupid goddamn. I will give you one fact of the matter. I'm a Gyökeres fan, but no striker at the club has the profile of Gyökeres. We are being revisionists. We did it with Jesus. Now we are doing it with Kai Havertz. We've seen the truth about Jesus. Jesus was a good player. Good close control. Good jogger bonito, like we like to say. But fuck me, he's not a good finisher. Fuck me, he won't come on and win a game for you. Except you are being creative with how you use him. What did you do yesterday? Tell me now. Tell me. Oh, we have Jesus back. I will start Jesus against Liverpool. 17 games Gyökeres has started. We've only lost one and drawn one. Every single time Gyökeres goes off, we concede. I'm not being a Gyökeres fan. I'm being an Arsenal fan. I'm reading to you statistics. Maybe 2 drawn because of the Liverpool game yesterday. I'm giving you statistics. Plasticity. Revisionism. Jesus, when it was 2023, never even scored the amount of goals that Merino scored last season in 2020 when he was in his prime for us, before the 2 ACLs. Oh, we can give you moments. He can give you hat-trick against Crystal Palace in the cup. He can. Definitely. He's a good player. But when you are talking about somebody that is... Do you think Jesus is a better finisher than Gyökeres? Are you seeing... I want to ask every Arsenal fan. We're having the civil war. Have you seen Gyökeres in any match? I'm actually trying to think off the top of my head. Have you seen Gyökeres in any match that an inviting ball is played to him? A ball that you're like, if any striker is in that clear cut too. I'm not even talking about half chances. Half chances is a different thing. You can talk about half chances when you are talking about the basics finish. The basics is like clear cut chances. Have you ever seen a clear cut chance? No, but no one that the player is jumping over him that you're saying, oh, he's stronger, he should win that. That's 50-50. Let's be honest. Jesus yesterday he had a free header. I'm just saying, maybe if you are playing Jesus and Gyökeres up front. Now we're revising on Jesus. Now we are now saying that Jesus is not, it might not come on. Or did you see what Jesus was worse than Gyökeres yesterday? I saw a lot of tweets like that. Okay, we've come off the high of having a new player back, Abby. Let's go to Kai Havertz. I made a list. Kai Havertz misses. FA Cup, Liverpool 2024. We got knocked out, 3rd round. I remember that game. He missed 2 chances. There was a chance where he was in the middle of the box. No, uncontested. Left foot. Just bury it somewhere, anywhere, fam. He placed it over. Clear cut chance. Second ball. What was the other one? Martin Odegaard whips a crossing. Free header. Him and the keeper. For some reason, he has so much time. I remember that match. He sees the post. The whole post, as big as the shit is. He heads it wide. FA Cup, January 2025 versus Manchester United. Manchester United that we're going through shit, by the way. They were in shit waters. They knocked us out, FA Cup. He had 3 good chances. 3 clear-cut chances inside the box. In the full 90 of that game. I remember it was missed. I was like, anytime Havertz got the ball, he couldn't shoot. I remember Neville or somebody was on the commentary that day. Bro, they were saying, this is why Arsenal can win the league, because they're not just clinical. That's why we all of us were shouting, oh, we need a striker. He missed the decisive penalty that day as well. So you are now being revisionists. There are so many other ones. Newcastle as well. In the Carabao, January 2025. I said January. In the semi-final of the Carabao last season, in 2025. So let's not be revisionists here. I still maintain, I've not seen anything that will prove that Gyökeres is a worse finisher than Jesus and Havertz. Let's be real. Arteta is starting him for a reason. Whether I like it or not, he is. Man, he's starting him for a reason. And that's just, I think maybe they're just mentally tired, and But I think any way you think about it, that match yesterday, that 0-0 draw with Liverpool, it was a missed opportunity. Anyhow you look at it, whether you go for your support of the team or you're not, it was a missed opportunity. That's the difference between Arteta and Pep. I think Pep takes more risks. I think Pep, he doesn't play the person. He's not a basic manager. But Arteta is a very, I like to say this thing about Arteta. I love Arteta. I love what he has done for us now. But he overthinks a lot. And overthinking in life general can be a good and a bad thing. And I think when he overthinks it, you get more in terms of football. You end up going into after a game thinking, oh, could we have won that? And that's one of the worst terms in football. Could we have won? As I hate saying that, and I hate being, I don't know, I hate it in general. Could we have won? Come on. That's how football goes, I guess. I don't know. It's annoying, but what can I do? And yeah, the match, missed opportunity to go 8 points clear with 18 games to go. 18 actually, if I look at on paper matches that we should be winning, I think maybe we have Forest, then we have maybe, I think we still have to play Chelsea at home, United at home. I think those are the only two games that we have that are really tough. Then we have to go to the Etihad. So I think that Etihad will be the title decider if we don't pull there. But then again, you look at Liverpool, City have to go to Anfield, they have to go to Old Trafford, they have to go to Stamford Bridge. Very difficult games. But yeah, this is what it is. We could have gone 8 points clear. And Martinelli on Conor Bradley. I have views on that. Now, let me, before I go into the commentators and everything, and my predictions for the next 4 away matches. Martinelli versus Conor Bradley. I think you can look at it both ways. You can look at it in different ways. I think Martinelli was wrong, but Conor Bradley also had a fault in time. He might have done his ACL or something, or he meniscus tear. Something bad, because the way he twisted his knee as he landed, it was a kind of Pele injury from the 50s. But yeah, he landed awkwardly and he fell down. I think Martinelli was facing away. I think Martinelli thought that he was faking it. I think because you look at a team like that, they're actually setting out to draw or to get something in this game. The obvious thing, and you look at the way players fall these days. Even Arsenal players do it. Look at Mikel Merino, Saka did it as well in the match. Martinelli as well himself did it. And sometimes you look at a team that is going for the win, and it's not said it well. I think you see a lot of players fake injuries these days. They fake head injuries now because that the ref is obliged to stop. So I think Martinelli didn't really know what I expect, because when the ball went out, Martinelli faced back. I don't think he saw the way Conor Bradley landed. That's what I can use to save him, and it's wrong either way. You shouldn't have pushed him. But then again, I think what Martinelli saw a player go down. You have to look at his perspective as well, because it's not be fair. He turned his back. He won the throw-in. That's what he saw, that he won the throw-in, because he turned back and he saw the player go down when he turned back again. Then he saw the player was off the pitch. And then he saw the player crawl back onto the pitch. So in his mind, he's like, this guy, what time wasting? And he pushed him off. I think that's normal football. That's normal football stuff. I think this is not the first time we've seen it, actually. But then again, I don't think Martinelli knew the severeness of the injury, because I don't think he would have done that. And he has apologized. I think you can have those type of moments in the heat of the moment. When I said that, I was not really flustered, because I thought, that's not good to do. But it's also not the first time I'm seeing it. And as far as you take the right steps and everything, apologize. And I know he's a good guy. He has apologized, and Slot said it too, and Slot said it the right way. And I have a lot of respect for Slots with that. I think he's a very wise guy for saying what he said about that incident. And that's just the truth. And he's apologized. He said he's apologized. He talked to Conor Bradley, and hopefully he doesn't have an ACL, because it's very bad for a young player to have that type of injury. But the way he landed, damn. But then again, I'm going to talk about Neville and fucking Roy Keane's fucking thing, saying that Neville saying that one Liverpool player should come and hit Martinelli, that is an idiot. So what the fuck are you on about, fam? You and Phil Neville that were literally kicking players, bro. You and your brother were performing brilliant as a Roy Keane that fucking ended Alfie Haaland's career, more or less. I don't really think so, but that was more of a revenge thing, anyways, bro. But yeah, it's one of those things, one of those ignorance moments in football. I think it's not the first time we are seeing it, but it's also not the last time we're going to see it, unfortunately. That's just how football goes. Portsmouth away next. We have 4 away games. Portsmouth in the FA Cup, Chelsea in Carabao semis, Forest in the Prem, and Inter Milan in the Champions League. I'm going to go Portsmouth. My Portsmouth prediction will be, honestly, I want to. I can't. I don't know where they are in the championship, but I think they are trading relegation waters. I think the last time I checked, they were probably 20. They were probably 20th in the Champions League championship. I think they were 20th or 19th or so. But they are trading the relegation water, so I don't think they're a very good team at this moment in time. Their last game got called off because of some weather issues, so I hope that doesn't happen against us. Because of this period is very, very bad over there. But my XI that I want to see, anyways, the 11 that I want to see, I'm going to go with Ben White. Then I'm going to go with Timber, Hincapié, and Miles Lewis Kelly. Then I'm going to go with Norgard, Merino, Eze or Waneri. No, I'm going to go with Norgard, Merino, Waneri. Then I'm going to go with Eze on the left, Madueke on the right, and Jesus up front. Or I like to see Gyökeres up front, but Jesus up front. I think Gyökeres needs to get the goal. And I'm going to, fuck me, I need you to trash this team. I need you to give yourself confidence. I don't care whether it's Portsmouth Championship. Give them 10 if you can. Play, make it the play around. Just do what you want to do and get your points, man. I don't understand when you be relenting again. Like when we beat Portville too. Come on, man. Play. I know they'll be up for it. It's an away game. It's not going to be easy, but come on, man. They're trading relegation in the championship, man. Effectively a League One team. So do what you have to do, man. Do what you have to do. And yeah, this was a bad match yesterday, but it happens. I still believe we're going to win the league, and I'm going to be at that parade. I am going to be at that parade in Jesus' name. But yeah, football is a gift that gives on giving. Arsenal, the team that can never make it easy, but I love this club. I love this club. And yeah, this is what it is. See you when I see you, probably beginning of next month, more or less, after the games, or not, depending on what happens in the games. If I'm surprised by any game, I will hop on because I am very busy. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And yeah, come on, you Gunners.